Well, howdy fellers. So, getting some more work done this weekend. Getting everything prepped, filled, sanded. I got some wood filler. I missed a spot. I need that spot. Need to sand this. I did the seam down here where we have the canvas wrapping from underneath. So we got that. I did some glue and wood flour. That stuff's really hard. So I also added a little drip edge. I'm trying to keep rain in mind a lot. I'm going to try and design everything with a drip edge. So that stuff here is this stuff here. So a little triangular, I mean, it's actually molding, but I don't care about the detail here. But it's going to act as a drip edge. You can see right here. That's going to be a drip edge for rain so that we don't get rain coming up and getting into the seam up underneath. It's going to hit, as rain comes down the side, it's going to drip right off of here. It's never going to creep back up into the seam and get any like sitting water or like infiltrating water. So all the water is going to run off the side and drip off that edge. None of it's going to creep underneath. So I planned on doing that from day one, but I had like 3 different ways to do it. This was kind of last minute. I says, you know what, we'll just put this in. Originally what I was going to do is just have the canvas come down, and then I was just going to cut it a 1/4 inch longer and then just saturate it with glue. And that would have been fine. Wouldn't have been nothing wrong with that, but I don't know. I just felt like doing that for, I forget why, honestly, because I think just wrapping it, letting it hang long, cutting it about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, I think that would have been just fine. As long as it's saturated with glue and it's stiff and all that, it would have been just fine. But for whatever reason, I did this. And then obviously we're doing all the filling. I got everything taped up really good, which means on this side, because I did this side already, we've hit another milestone, and we actually have canvas actually glued on. I did go down and get the Titebond 3 because the Googly was saying that Titebond 3 has a longer open time or wetting time. So I did that, and I also did a trick where I put a board, you can kind of see. So I hung the canvas as straight as I could within reason, got it stretched out and pretty straight, and then I took a board and screwed it right here. Another board, you can see that outline, screwed it right there and right there. That way I could peel the top layer down. So I rollered on glue all over the top right here and all over right here up into right here. I stopped right here because I didn't want to do all this because I didn't have a board going across here. And I knew that as this got going, it was going to get a little like stretchy, like too much here, too much there. And I did have some problems down in here with getting everything to stretch out. So I'm glad I did it the way I did it. The first section I did was this section. Obviously, I rolled it on too dry, too thin, but it was enough. The main thing is to, like, you really got to roller it on, get a base coat on, come back and do a second coat, and then like a third coat to kind of thicken it up, because if you just got it thick enough right here, by the time you got all the way down over to here, that side would be dry now. So really you want to do as fast as you can, do a really thin coat, and then build up a thicker, and then finally a thicker. When I did this in this section, this was my second section. I think I had perfect amount of glue on this one. This one I did too much glue, ended up with drippings down here that I'm gonna have to try and clean up before I wrap it around underneath. And then this one was a little bit too much too. So now I know how much is too much, how much is just about right. So now this one right here, is that glue or is that Now let's see. Or is that a nail? No, that's glue. So yeah, I didn't have any drips on this one. So this one was perfect. The one over there had too much dripping, and I'm trying to kind of peel off the extra glue from the canvas, but of course it wants to stick to the canvas really hard, so not working out too good. But anyways, it's nice. We actually have nice clean canvas. It came out really, really nice. The only reason there's any red stain here is because I was using gloves that had some red dye from some planter work. So that's just a visual thing. That's not any kind of surface problem. And you can kind of see just with the light directly above, you can kind of make out just a really faint line where the weed cloth ends. But I don't think that's going to be a problem, because I mean, I can't but just barely feel it. So by the time we get some paint on here and a couple sanding, I think that's going to disappear really easily. Same thing right here, there's just a hint. But that's why on the other side, I decided to go ahead and take some extra time. And I went ahead and did some wood filler all the way around on all these seams. So hopefully when I do this one, we won't see any of that, because I can't feel any of that at all. Maybe a touch right in here somewhere, like right there a little bit. I can't feel any seams. So once I do the last little bit of sanding and prepping, I've already got my other piece of canvas cut to go on the side. So this should be same thing. I'll put a board halfway down. That worked really good. Same thing, I'll glue it to about, I'll probably not even glue it all, I'll probably glue it to about there. And then, or maybe just right in line with that, probably. So anyways, after I do that, that'll be nice. And then I can work on the front. But the issue that I just discovered that I guess I didn't really think about when I was building the camper is that the canvas comes in rolls of 6 foot wide by however long I want. So I could have ordered like 100-foot rolls theoretically. The problem is the camper is 7 feet wide. So when I go to do the top roll, either I'm going to have to find some 7 foot wide rolls, or I'm going to have to do it in 6 foot sections going across. And I don't want to go across because that'd be seam and seam. I'd have at least 3 seams. So I really don't want to do that. So I think I'll look and see if we can find some 7 foot wide that I can order. At least enough to go to there if I have to, enough to go to here too. But I think I have plenty where I can do this in 2 pieces, because I'm sure this is longer than 6 feet. If it ain't though, that'd be great. But either way, I've got a crease right here. I've got a line that I can put a seam in. So anyways, yep. And then these holes were really easy to locate. This one's for a grab handle, and then another is a handicap bar here, and then another handicap bar here. These are really easy to locate. I just let the screws stay in the wood, and then I put the canvas on, and then after I got it all squeegeed out and flat, then I just came back with a grinder, grinded a little bit of the canvas away, unscrewed the screw, flattened it out, and then just screwed the screw back in. So that worked really good to relocate all the holes. So anyways, yep, there she be. So there she be is, and so thanks for watching.